Hi, welcome back to one of my Bocad videos. Today we're gonna cover a couple of little frequently asked questions when it comes to handrails. So first of all, I'm gonna make my life a little bit easier by using the baluster handrail macro. And for those of you who have not tried it yet, the various parts of the handrail are explained in each and every part of the variables. If you want to start trying out with the settings you've set up, just go 1, 2, 3 in my case over here, and I'll get the little preview. Perhaps rotate it to get a better view of it. And then I see that indeed I have my posts. I have my post 2 pickets away from the end, and on the other side 4 pickets away from the end, which looks not too bad. But if I were to change anything in there, just change any of the values, update your preview, or enter the value and press enter. And there we go. It updates the preview. Let's set it back to 4. And when I'm happy with the result, just confirm. Now, I'd like to do the second part of the handrail. For this, I'm going to say, well, I want the same distance, but in opposite direction. And then I'll go 1, 2, 3 directly without the preview. There we go. Now, I did not make sure yet that there's any good connection between these two parts of the handrail, or the grab rail I should say, as well. If now I would say with the grab rail, well, okay, just make a miter connection out of it. You got your edit miter, member 1, member 2, there you go. There's the miter. But of course we have a situation where you have 3 incoming profiles like over here. Then I would say, well, first of all, I'll get rid, not of that one, but one of the pipes over there, and go back to one of the tools and take this one, for example, where I'm just going to say, well, you got that, and this, and this, and you adjust the 3 to each other, as well as the bottom, where you would say these 3. So like that, we have a better cut for this. Another thing we can look at is, let's place another handrail again. Railing, complete. Let's try that out as well. Going from there to there. Connected to this beam. Looks pretty decent. And also make a second one, but I'll make sure that the closure, are we detecting anything? No, I'm gonna say we're not gonna consider any detection of a neighboring handrail to make sure they don't connect to each other. And this time we're connected to this beam. So like I said, there's no connection between these 2 handrails. Now if I were to say, well, I would like a little elbow in between there, or again the miter, well, obviously the miter we saw a minute ago. But if I were to have an elbow in between, I would go to members, connections. We have down here our more special profiles. I'll pick up this arc2p. It says there, by the way, elbow. I just choose a position. Under the second tab, I just enter a radius, and I just pick member 1, member 2. That's about it. And then we'll have an elbow with the required or the requested radius in between. If I try again that miter over there, well, we saw it already before. It just adds the miter on those 2 members.